In the meantime, opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson says the service standards announced by the Bank of Jamaica for automated banking machines, ABMs, are a good first step. The Bank of Jamaica announced the standards yesterday after widespread outcry about poor service. However, Mr. Robinson says questions remain about how the standards will work. Giovanni Dennis reports.
ABMs in urban areas are not to be without cash for more than an hour. This from the BOJ.
It has been something that has been an issue for a very long time. I acknowledge there are security concerns, there are issues related to vandalism, so all of that may be particularly unique to Jamaica, but what existed simply wasn't acceptable. I believe the guidelines are a step in the right direction.
It's welcome news for Jamaicans, an issue the opposition had been advocating for. Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson has previously raised concerns about malfunctioning ABMs. His colleague, opposition MP for St. Catherine Southern, Fitz Jackson, in January moved a private member's motion calling for Parliament's Economy and Production Committee to investigate the problem. On Tuesday night, the Bank of Jamaica issued ABM service standards for deposit-taking institutions. The standards include the requirement that 90% of an institution's ABMs are supposed to work. The maximum time they are to be out of cash is 60 consecutive minutes or 1 hour for urban and resort areas and 180 minutes or 3 hours for other areas. The machines should not be down for more than 3 consecutive hours, and systems are to be put in place to alert the institutions when a machine has stopped working or is out of cash. Before ABM fees are increased, the institutions have to write the Bank of Jamaica justifying the increase and asking the BOJ not to object. If an institution wants to remove an ABM, it has to justify the removal to the BOJ and have a plan giving reasonable alternative access for customers. The BOJ says there will not be any monetary sanctions, that is fines, if institutions breach the standards. According to the BOJ, if the standards are not adhered to, then there could be supervisory consequences. Mr. Robinson says the BOJ needs to explain further.
I don't know what those consequences are, but I would certainly want to see, if it's not monetary, there has to be something in there that the BOJ can hold the banks accountable. If you publish this and there are no sanctions or no way to hold the banks accountable, then the banks are not obliged to implement this.
Mr. Robinson also has concerns about the 9-month transition period the BOJ is giving the deposit-taking institutions to comply with the service standards.
I think 9 months is long, quite frankly, given how long we've been dealing with this problem. It's not a new problem that arose in 2024.
Julian Robinson was speaking in an All Angles interview. The full interview can be seen at 8:30 tonight. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.